Hi lovelies, and welcome in this place of calm. You might have come here from a dark place of loss, bereavement, turbulent emotions and grief. And I first and foremost want to send you my love and compassion in these difficult times. Today I would like to share a ritual with you that hopefully can aid you to work through your feelings of loss. This ritual is especially designed for the loss of a loved one. If you'd like to see more about working through other feelings of grief, you can check out a new video on Sedna Woo's channel, with whom I am collaborating for this video topic. But more on that later. We all have different beliefs of what happens after death. Whether you believe in a heaven and hell, the complete ceasing of existence, an island of eternal youth, or reincarnation, this ritual is kept free of religious connotations and hopefully will resonate with most. Grief can come in many forms and stages and is a process to work through. So don't ask too much of yourself and this ritual. It will definitely aid you process and bring some closure, but you will most likely not perform miracles. A lot of times we have regrets when a loved one passes, of things we haven't said or done during their lifetime. And this spell contains an element for this instance as well, that you can implement if you like to do so. As always with spellwork suggestions, you can adjust needed tools and steps to your own preferences. Really make sure you turn this into something that feels right and comforting to you. What we will need is either a cloth or a feather. The cloth represents the veil between the worlds. The world in which we are right now, and another realm where your loved one is right now. Feathers have since long been associated with the presence of spirits or angels. The feather I'm personally using here is from a falcon, which in some Native American beliefs represents soul healing. In Celtic belief, the falcon was a herald between the worlds. A great tool to aid the intention and workings in this ritual. When using a cloth, you could for example use a black, white or silver one. Black is widely associated with transition and rest, or to mark the end of something. Silver is associated with healing and calm, as well as psychic receptivity. White is associated with new beginnings, healing and remembrance. We will also need a candle. You could use blue, representing healing and calm in aiding those goals, or purple, a color often used in candle magic when wanting to connect to the unseen realms. If you have a lantern or candle holder, you could place your candle inside. If you like, you can prepare or buy your loved one's favorite food or drink and have it ready for the end of this little magical ceremony. If there is anything that you regret leaving unspoken during their lifetime, or some last message you would love to give them, you want to prepare a pen and paper. Last, you can prepare a herbal blend or chosen incense. There are many herbs that are associated with grief, communication with the spirit realm, and the brightening of your heart. I will leave some suggestions in the description box below, but please feel free to choose what feels right for you or what you'd enjoy setting the mood with. In this blend I used the stem marrow of an elder tree. The elder has since long been the tree of death and life. In Celtic beliefs it has been titled the tree of eternal life. In the Druids' tree calendar it is the tree symbolizing death and rebirth, and it was and is valued high for its various healing properties. Furthermore, I added frankincense. This fragrance is included to pick us up a bit, lighten the heart and take away some of the darkness and drowning grief. It promotes peace and calmness. Hawthorn is known as the tree of heart healing, due to both its medicinal benefits for actual heart strengthening and heart diseases, but also as a spiritual aid to heal a broken heart. Its leaves and fruit can be used in a smoke blend. Before performing the spell, you might want to do what you find necessary for your personal practice. This could include some kind of cleansing, protection, casting a circle, meditation, grounding, and so forth. First, we can spend some time preparing a favorite food item or drink of your loved one, something that you know they would enjoy. For us, this also serves as the grounding element in the spell. The food being made from ingredients grown from the earth. Food reminding us of our physical bodies that need nourishment on a daily basis. Set it down at your working surface and then light the candle. Briefly hold your hand above it and speak or think, "May you bring me light in the darkness." If you'd enjoy diving further into dear memories and set the mood, put on a song that reminds you of your loved one or that you know they'd enjoy. Sit down, close your eyes, and let the memories wash over you. And it is totally normal here to get very emotional. Feel your feelings, and when you feel ready, breathe deep to start your workings. Now you can light the herbal blend or incense that you have prepared on your workspace, filling the room with a scent combination that makes you feel safe and protected, while helping your mind open up to another realm. If there is something you would like to tell your loved one, you now might want to grab your pen and paper and let the words flow free. Take your time for this process and remember to breathe deep. Once you have finished your letter, set it aside and continue to the next part, where we will, for a brief moment, reunite with our loved one. Once the smoke of the incense or herbal blend starts to develop, we want to take our feather or cloth and wave it over the smoke. Symbolically, we are lifting the veil between the walls now. Place your hand on a lantern or the candle holder, symbolically carrying it into the mists behind the veil. Now you want to visualize yourself standing in a space filled with mist, holding your candle or lantern. Call out the name of your loved one and see their shadow searching for you in the mist. Can you see them approaching the light of your candle? You can see them clearer and clearer until they're standing right before you. Look now how happy they are to see a familiar face here to visit them in this place of transition. You can comfort them, be comforted by them, hug them, or just sit with them for a while. If you have written a letter, now would be a good time to cut off the 4 edges of the paper and place it in your fire-safe cauldron or container and light it on fire, visualizing the smoke carrying your words behind the veil to them. When doing so, be sure you do only burn a small amount and have some water ready. Fire safety is extremely important. Do you see how they take in your words? Listen to what they have to tell you, as this will bring you healing and comfort in the coming time. You can keep the letter or bring it to the place where their physical remains are laid. Once you feel ready, take their hand. It is time to let them go to the light now. Do you see the bright light in the distance? A warm and welcoming place. Visualize how you take them by the hand. Tell them it is time now to move on. You see they understand, and they know that you will understand. Can you feel that the closer you get to the warm light, the lighter and more hopeful the atmosphere and your steps suddenly feel? You know that you're walking them towards a place of happiness, light, and comfort. Give them one last hug, then symbolically waving the cloth or the feather, lifting the veil to the warm and light-filled place for them, and enjoy their smile as they move on. Now it is also time for you to return. First, feel the weight of your body on the chair or floor you are sitting, your feet on the ground, feel your heart beating in your chest, and then slowly open your eyes. Let go of the lantern or candle holder and breathe deep 3 times. Then blow out the candle, as it has served its purpose. Now, this was most likely a very emotional working, so it is extremely important that we do some grounding. And this can, in this case, be achieved by enjoying some of the food or drink you have prepared for your loved one that you just said goodbye or see you soon to. Concentrate on the flavors in your mouth and the new positive energy they bring to you. If you prefer, you can also do another grounding technique to balance out your energies and emotions. Up here are some suggestions for you. After very emotional spell work, aftercare is extremely important, which means to take very good care of your body and mind. So remember to eat well, sleep, move in the fresh air, talk to friends and family or a counselor if need be. I hope this spell helps you ease some pain, brings on healing and gives you some closure. If you're interested in further spell work or rituals for grief and hear more on the subject of personal grief, the wonderful, articulate and sharp-witted Sedna Woo, a skeptical atheist witch, over on her channel explains more about her recent experience losing something that was very dear to her. But see for yourself.
That's not why I'm sad. I'm sad because that tree was a living thing. And I feel like we had an agreement of this tree would provide beauty and oxygen and shade to me while I lived in this house, and in exchange I would keep the tree safe and I would take care of it. And I feel like I didn't hold up my end of the bargain. And I know that's not a reasonable thing to feel because I know that it was not my fault, but that's just part of the element of sadness that I'm feeling. And it's difficult to process that kind of sadness because it's so abstract and nebulous, and it's hard for me to define exactly what I'm sad about. I just know that when I look out of this window and I see the street instead of the tree, that it's a loss.
I'm sending you healing energies and wish you strength. See you soon.